Hello, I'm Chris, and this is my buying used nitro RCs. What to watch out for when you find something cool. So somebody used to race this back in the days. It came with some extra parts and a locked front diff or spool or whatever you want to call it. It came with an engine. It's supposed to be brand new, but if you watch this channel, that's what everybody says. Today we're going to talk about what you really need to stop and look at when you buy these cars. So $100 on eBay, nobody was buying it. So then it had this in the ad and those parts. So anytime you see carbon fiber pieces on an RC, it's probably the Pro version. He did not show a picture of the bottom, but it has an aftermarket chassis on it. It's freaking awesome. So went to RC Scrapyard. He has all the Kyosho's catalog. I did not know they made so many. And it turns out that this is a Kyosho V1 RRR. So yeah, badass car, very cool car. There's very few videos on YouTube about this. But at first glance, you see that, man, you're buying it, right? Well, it was on eBay for a week and nobody bid on it. I contacted the guy. He had two RCs, another vintage one, and ended up buying them both. So I always take the engines apart to check them out. And this is a V2 that appears to have a V3 piston and sleeve in there. It appears to be brand new. Perfect pinch at the top, but that doesn't mean anything. I was actually going to get it started in this video, but then I forgot the damn thing needs a bump box, which I have two bump boxes, but I don't have any batteries charged. So I thought we would just talk about this because the next video we're going to start it and run it. So very tempting, right? $100. Well, when you get really good at RC, you can identify what's missing. Since I've never had one of these or seen one of these before. Servos, who cares? Got those. Throttle linkage, we could figure something out. I knew it was missing a foam bumper. It's also missing body posts. You got to zoom in on them gears and make sure the gears don't have the teeth knocked off them or stripped. And make sure it has both of them on there. So the biggest thing that this is missing, and why I'm making this video, is be super careful when you're buying these cars. And that's another reason why these things are sometimes $350, $400, because they have $350, $400 of parts on them, especially when they run. So this one did come with a body on it, and when I run this one or bash it, we're going to use that body. I have about 100 Tamiya touring bodies. So 8th scale buggies and these 10th scale touring cars are what I'm going to be buying from now on. You know, I have about 5 Vortex. This is kind of the Frankenstein I was able to put together with leftover parts and pieces, 2.5R. And these are the later model hot rod wheels. So we're going to have to find some kind of body, probably a truck or something. I mean, these cars are cool and everything, but this right here has more adjustability. I can tell this was used like in real racing just by looking at it. This thing's badass too, but this just feels different, completely different. So if you ever see a V1 RRR or any kind of real race car, what threw me off 100% was the freaking clutch on this. So it uses a 3D clutch. You could get away with a 2D clutch. The problem is they don't sell them here in the United States. Absolutely nothing here in the United States. There's a guy in Germany that sells a 2D. Tried to buy one and he sent me something back saying the only way he could ship it is for like $60, so it cost $160. So I found one in the UK total set and it's going to cost me $135. I already bought it. Here it is. So on the 1-speed stuff, which I don't know anything about Kyoshos or touring cars in general, if you get a 1-speed, that's fine. You're going to be able to find parts for it. But if you find a 2-speed, good luck. I had no idea. I really thought that like 110 stuff was all generic. I really thought, I'm not even gonna lie, I thought I was gonna be able to put a Pro 15 on this and run it with Traxxas parts. Absolutely not happening. The Traxxas Pro 15 won't even fit on here. It's too wide. You could get a 2.5 or 3.3 on there, but you're gonna have to do all kinds of weird things to it, in which I may do that in the future. But so far what I've learned or read or seen of this engine right here, that this is a little monster right here. And I'm not going to have to put a Traxxas on it if this thing works, which it's all there. The bearings have been upgraded. We have stripped heads, but all the threads are good on it. I cleaned this one. This one's been buried and chem dipped and cleaned out really good. But like I said, the piston and sleeve, it appears to be brand new. The guy said the engine was brand new, but they all say that. But all the boots, all the O-rings, hear the squishiness. It is missing one O-ring right there at the top, and hopefully that's why they got rid of it, because they couldn't get it running right because it had an air leak. We'll figure all that out later. So 100 for the car, 138 for the freaking clutch. I found the gears for 25. And then I found the actual exhaust for about $100. So I guess what I'm liking about Nitro RC now is finding these kind of oddball or rare ones and hunting down all the parts. This is way more enjoyable. This was on his race car back in the days. It has a dent on it, but you really don't notice it. But to find this or have this is crazy. Another good thing that happened is I met the guy on the eBay store. Well, I didn't meet him in real life, but on the internet, and he's more than happy to talk about these cars. He said he used to race one, and then this came on it, and then he upgraded to some kind of one-piece exhaust. So until I get this one running and I could show him a video on it, I'm not going to ask him a billion questions. You know, I want him to actually see me get this running, and then we can go from there. But should fit on there. Everything should work on there. All right, we'll play around with this one, but I'm going to wait till that clutch kit comes in, and then I'm going to order the gears for it. Just kind of showing everybody what's going on. This is a very exciting project for me. I'm really excited to start running this car. And like I said, I apologize for not doing the running videos, but I'm still building my collection. I took some steps back because I really wanted to learn about the engine stuff. So far, have 17 pistons and sleeves I've had resized. We were going to send this one, but I think I need to check it out first. So we're just going to put this all back in the box for right now. When that clutch comes in, we're going to do a video going through this one, straightening it all up, getting it started, and then going out there and running this one. And you know, we're missing a bushing on the steering that's kind of loose. Hopefully that's it. I can put any kind of sponge up here, and we're missing some random screws, but I think we could use tracks of screws. So just making these videos for people that are kind of doing like I am, starting to buy these for the first time. Pump your brakes and really check out what you're buying before you end up with a money pit. I did buy another Kyosho. It's a Spider. It's a more complete engine. It has that weird head, old-timey head engine. So we'll do a video on that one when I get it. But just showing you I'm still buying these things. I'm still trying to learn how to work on them and tune them. And we'll be running them here soon. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And thanks for watching.